Hello, my name is Pedro Astorga, and this is my persuasive speech. Most individuals would be shocked to find out that one of the deadliest drugs in the entire world can be found in their local corner store. This drug in particular is often misused the most by younger generations, such as college students and high school students. I have seen firsthand the seriousness of its effects as I have seen one of my best friends get sent to the hospital because of it. Today, I'm going to cover the problem of underage drinking, show the detrimental effects it has on the human body, and cover a possible remedy. In order to do this, I am going to show how widespread the issue of underage drinking has truly become, go over its latent and immediate effects, and show how a more personal approach to the problem may be one of the best ways to combat it. To begin, we need to go over the problem of underage drinking itself. Underage drinking is quite simply classified as the consumption of alcohol under the legal age limit. Many younger individuals may see this law as unfair or pointless, but the reasoning behind it is supported by the biology and chemistry of the human body. Although there are many laws implemented to help deter underage drinking, they are often broken. Cities across the country, such as those referenced by Michelle A. Price in her article, Applying Behavioral Therapy to an Innovative School-Based Program for Preventing Underage Drinking and Impaired Driving, show that the percentage of teenagers that break this law is incredibly high. As she states, almost half of teens report drinking within the past 30 days, and nearly a third admit to binge drinking. One may question exactly why this is happening. Many professionals believe that this is a societal issue that has normalized the act of underage drinking. This in turn increases the likelihood of younger members of today's society to partake in it. As Sandra C. Jones states in her article, Lost in Translation, a focus group of parents and adolescents' interpretations of underage drinking and parental supply, adolescents perceive strong descriptive norms encouraging drinking. Now that we have seen the problem of underage drinking, you may ask yourself, what are its effects? An individual who partakes in underage drinking is subject to countless negative effects, ranging from those that are immediate and apparent to those that develop over years and affect neurological functions. As a minor, most individuals are still developing. It has been documented that the consumption of alcohol at a young age has detrimental effects on the development of the brain, which in turn hinders one's cognitive ability as an adult. As Victoria Matt states in her article, galantamine prevents and reverses neuromain induction and loss of adult hippocampal neurogenesis following adolescent alcohol exposure. Binge ethanol exposure during adolescence reduces hippocampal neurogenesis, a reduction which persists throughout adulthood despite abstinence. Since younger individuals are still developing neurologically, their bodies respond to alcohol differently. It takes more alcohol for younger individuals to feel its intended effects. This in turn creates even more problems as it increases the likelihood of them getting alcohol poisoning. In addition to this, younger individuals have been documented to have more drastic effects of alcohol. For example, they are more likely to behave recklessly and dangerously because their bodies are not yet prepared for the effects of alcohol. In looking at the effects of alcohol and underage drinking, we see that they're very dangerous and that they need to be taken seriously. The question now becomes, what can be done? One of the biggest and most obvious solutions to the problem would be the laws that prohibit it. But as we could see with the statistics provided, they hardly do anything, as more than a third of teenagers still drink excessively. With this being said, public health experts do encourage a more personal approach. It is believed that younger individuals would benefit the most if we were to create an environment in which we openly discuss and address the problem. Instead of relying on a legal system to dictate their actions, one should actively inform the younger generation of its possible negative effects. As Sandra C. Jones states, reductions in underage drinking will only come about from changes in the societal and cultural environment. It is best to not approach the problem of underage drinking as a legal issue. One should rather view it as a personal issue that can and should be avoided, as it is more likely to affect the actions and one's decisions. In conclusion, we have just covered one of the possible remedies that public health experts believe would reduce underage drinking. Today, we were able to cover the problem of underage drinking, show its effects, and show a possible remedy. We were able to do this by showing how widespread the issue of underage drinking has truly become, going over its latent and immediate effects, and showing how a more personal approach to the problem may be one of the best ways to combat it. Whether or not you are of age to drink, you should be proactive of the problem, as it can save a lifetime of pain for either you or another loved one. Thank you for listening to my speech. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.